You know, not that it's funny, but the latest thing is that Creflo Dollar was arrested. Now, I don't agree with a lot of televangelists, but in this case, I'm going to give you the way I feel about the thing. Now, the report goes that his daughter had called the police and said that her father was choking her, and said but they have charged Creflo Dollar with cruelty to children and simple battery. Said this all started after she wanted to go to a party and her father had refused to let her go. She said that her father choked her, threw her to the ground, punched her, and hit her with his shoe and choked her out. You know, until she. Now I'm gonna tell you, today's children, they're not learning any discipline. There's no fear of God in them. That's what's wrong. That's why you have schools that are battlegrounds. They're not learning discipline in school. And this crazy thing about you can't discipline your own children. You have to sit down and try to use psychology on them. I'll use psychology on them. Anybody who raised their hand to me, I brought you in and I'll take you out. That's what's wrong with these kids. And what's happening today, you have women and men, they're changing so many they're changing so many sex partners. That's all they're because they're not married. Until when these guys go, these women are stuck with these children that are half raised. And then after a while, I know for a fact, a lot of these women are afraid of their own children. And thus they get worse and worse. And this is what you have, a monster. And remember, an unruly child grows up into a terrible adult. And that's what the heck we have here. Anytime you have a child that you're afraid of, you're just raising up a monster. I had a little trouble like that one time, and that's all. My way or the highway. Anytime you don't want to listen to me on my roof, hit the road. We used to get our butt tore up, and that's what's the matter with these children today. There's no discipline. I wish I would go up there and tell my father, I'm going to the party, and I'm going to call the cops. I would have got my butt knocked down. And God knows I couldn't have went and told my grandfather that. Ooh. Most of you older folks know what I'm talking about, and I'm talking about white and black. These children are terrible. You should hear what I heard the other day. These unruly children were on top of this woman's garage and were throwing rocks at her window. And the parents were too afraid to go over and say anything to him. So this way, I agree with Creflo Dollar. He's supposed to chastise his child. I'm not saying anybody to beat her down and all that. No, but that's not what it says. Now, before anybody make any kind of crazy or stupid statement, let's take the facts. Do your research on this case. And you should see what it's saying. And he said that she attacked him after he forbid her to go. And he was holding her by the neck and holding her, and she was fighting violently. And that's when he hold her. That's how she got the scar on the neck. Because remember, when the police came in, that's why they arrested him, because she had a scar on the neck, and she just went on from there. But I'm going to tell you, this is a strange world we're growing up in. The love of God is just not in the parents, so it can't be in the child. You can't teach a child something that you don't know or not in you. And I wish somebody would come up to me, one of my children or stepchildren, and tell me what they are not going to do. Yeah, I got something for you, all right. One report said, you'll warp their psyche. Hell, I'll warp your psyche if you raise your hand to me. I'll beat you half, I'll cut your behind. Then you can call the cops, because you're not going to be welcome in my house. You're going to learn discipline. As for me and my house, we go serve the Lord. God bless you.